We're Dan and Carol. Question for today. How might being vulnerable enhance your life? It was interesting, Carol, what's gone on for us the last little while. About a week or so ago, we were having kind of some questions, some really sort of some challenging times in a business venture that we've got going on. And it would have been really easy to just drop the whole ball right there and to walk away from it. But instead what we did is we chose to be kind of vulnerable, didn't we?
Yeah. What we did was we phoned up some really trusted friends of ours who are also entrepreneurs, and we asked if they would be willing to support us in talking through the process and to throw out some ideas that they might have for things that we could do perhaps differently and to look at things in a different light.
Sometimes we're too close to the forest and we can't see the trees, and this was a case like that. Now, one of the things is that these special friends of ours, we have a huge level of trust with them, and so we went to them. They were very open to have us come and chat with them, and we basically became extremely vulnerable, pulled our pants down right in front of them, so to speak.
Well, not exactly,
metaphorically, and laid it all out on the table where we were, and really asked for their perspectives and what they could see, what were we missing, and they were really open to share, their ideas, their thoughts.
And what that did for us is it was very, for me anyways, it was very freeing to be able to be that honest, to be able to say, this is what's going on, these are my fears, these are my concerns, these are my dreams that, do I need to let go of in this area of my life, or is there another way I can do it, to do it differently?
And then ultimately it was up to us to decide if we were going to take their advice, their suggestions, or not. And this was a business thing, and yet it works exactly the same way in a relationship. Because we've been together, we have a huge level of trust and care for each other. And however, one of the things that has happened for us and possibly for you is that it might be a little bit challenging or a little bit scary to become vulnerable and express to your partner what you're really thinking, what you're feeling, some of those uncomfortable things.
And sometimes that happens when in the past you've shared some of those things and you feel like you've been knocked down, or the other person has tried to solve your problem for you rather than just listening. And then when you're ready for some feedback, to be able to say, hey, are you ready for me to share my ideas and thoughts about this? So for me, there's a couple of pieces to this. One, yes, there's the willingness on our part to be vulnerable and to be able to ask for someone else to be able to help us with a challenge that we're having. I guess the second piece for me is to be very sure that the person that I'm asking knows exactly what I need from them, so that they know that, I've set my parameters. Here's what I'd like you to do for me. I'd like you to be able to listen and to be there for me and to provide feedback when I ask it. It's not about you solving all my problems. I may not take all of the information you give. However, it's about helping me to look at things in a different light.
And I think when both people are willing to come from that space, to be willing to ask and to be willing to accept ideas and thoughts without needing to argue or fight or defend or debate, simply to just accept it and take it or not. I think that's for us where real growth has happened in our relationship.
Absolutely. And so I'm curious, for you, how might being vulnerable enhance your life?